So approximately a year and a half ago, we were starting doing a lot of outdoor fitness, and we were wanting to do kind of a competition within our members. So initially we thought of doing this outdoor competition, and it kind of evolved into a bit of a mini obstacle course. Brought Jordon on board, and he started building some things like a wall, and it kind of just evolved into its own little event. So we kept it internal through Elevation Fitness and just kind of word of mouth, and we had about 70 people that had done that race, and it went over so well that we decided from that point that we'd bring in a third partner and create its own identity. So it became Elevation Obstacle Races, and we had our first kind of official race that was more community oriented last June. When we did the very first Conquer the Coulee, we did it more internally. We have some members that would never have imagined doing an obstacle course. They certainly wouldn't have done something like a Spartan race and driving to Calgary or anything like that. But because it was internal, they knew us here. It was a little more comfortable for them to try it. So it really brought some new people that never would have done something like that, just to do it for the experience of trying it. And really that's the intention of this, is to give people a chance to try something, kind of step out of their comfort zone and do something that maybe they never would have anticipated doing. And then it really expanded into that family event.
Started off ages 4 and up to do these obstacles. We have 3 levels of obstacles. We have the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced. So even the children, the young children can participate, do all the obstacles in that course there, and we got it up to the advanced, where participants that want to challenge themselves, push their limits.
The very first Conquer the Coulee that we had done, we had some members that had never done something like this before, and since doing Conquer the Coulee, it's been evolving and changing, and we're trying to reach a broader range of people, and we don't want people to be intimidated by trying it. And then kind of Coach to Coulee came to us, and we thought, you know what, this is something we want to be involved in, because it really resonated with it has to be something that everybody can do, whatever their reason for doing it. So with the whole Coach to Coulee, it was a great opportunity for people, whatever their reason was, to submit their video and explain in that why they wanted to be selected. And going through that process and seeing the different applicants on that, we were able to really get a good cross-section of people, from people that are literally coming from the Coach to the Coulee, coming out of their comfort zone, doing something that they probably have never done before, to having family represented and parents doing that with their children, to people that, maybe they've done Conquer the Coulee before, but that doesn't mean that they don't have their own goals to do it again, and maybe they've just got different goals, or they just need that motivation to keep going. And so we really got a good cross-section that we were looking for, that will resonate with hopefully everybody that watches them and say, that's me, and if they can do it, I can do it. Or just maybe they're looking for some kind of inspiration or motivation just to get started, or just to keep going, or just a new challenge. So I think with the 7 applicants that we've selected, I think we've got a really good cross-section that will show and demonstrate that it'll resonate with, I think, our whole audience, which is really good. Well, it is the training, which is a part of it, so that they're prepared that way. But it goes so much more beyond that. They're gonna learn and take with them so much more. We're gonna get into where we've got people on board that are gonna teach them about nutrition and healthy eating, and getting into, and I'll let them speak more on that, but some of the different things that they're gonna teach them. So they're getting all that component too. So it's not just about running Conquer the Coulee, it's really gonna be about changing their lifestyle perhaps. How we take care of ourselves now also affects our future. So I think, we're going to see some people that are going to be really inspired, and, I think we're going to see some pretty cool changes going on. And it's not just about losing weight. It's not about having these dramatic transformations. It's whatever their goals are, and they're reaching it. And if they're becoming healthier and fitter, I think, for anybody, that is good.
Good night, Pickle. Good night.